Yeah. Well, hello, everybody. Yay, it's Friday. And I hope right now stay good, stretchy, flowy. Self-care. We're gonna do self-care tonight because someone needs it. I left on Sunday and I just got back, so I've been driving a lot and working a lot, and I'm like, we need this, we need a little self-care. We need the mouse on my shoulder, right? But yeah, so that's where we're gonna be at tonight. So go ahead, find a comfortable seated position, whatever that might be to you tonight. Just take a couple of soft breaths. Soft, loving breaths. Go ahead and set an intention for tonight's practice. Maybe just to take care of yourself. Maybe just to do what feels good and right in your body tonight. And go ahead and send a kind thought off to someone else. Excellent. And then go ahead and take a big deep breath in. Open mouth. Exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Just go ahead, keep those eyes closed. Start to lift those shoulders up towards the ears. Draw them back and down. Nice big circles. Just trying to find a little bit of movement here. Go ahead and start to roll forward. Same thing. Nice big circles. Excellent. Music going here. Not for yet. All right, and then just settle the shoulders down and keep the eyes closed if you like. We're going to start with eye yoga. We do yoga with our eyes. Yes, so just to start with, not moving ahead, at all. Keep the head still, and go ahead and look over to the left as far as you can. Stretch in that eye muscle. Okay, go ahead and look over to the right. Back to the left. And back to the right. Back to center. Look up. Look down. Up. And down. Look up to the left corner. Look up. Look down to the lower right. Upper left. Lower right. Going to the opposite way. We're looking to the upper right. And then the lower left. Upper right. Lower left. Go ahead and just kind of look around. Maybe think of a circle or something, or side to side. Maybe you felt a particular area that felt tense. You want to go back there. How do you do that? Take your palms, rub them together. Squeeze the eyes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release and put those palms right over the eyes. Big breath in. And release. Bring your hands down. Deep breath in. Open the eyes and open eyes if you like. Well, we're so good on our neck. If you like. All right, so working on our neck. really wide. It's really tight. You want to do that a couple more times. Go ahead and do so. All right, we're going to do a little facial massage now. Release. So go ahead. I like taking my fingers and kind of having them like a little hook here. We're going to take them across our eyebrows. So place your thumbs kind of out by your temples if you want. Take those fingers and just draw them along your forehead. I like go right across the eyebrows. This little kind of massage here. Let's feel whether you have a little tension. Do that a few times. Be gentle with yourself, but giving yourself enough pressure to also kind of release that tension. Let's go out towards our temples. You can take your fingertips if you like, get a little circle on the temples. Drop it down along the jaw, that nice big muscle here. If your muscles nice and big and tight, you're like one of those lovely people that likes to clench their teeth. We used to actually give massages in Shavasana, which was cool. All right, so then take these fingers and kind of bring them along the jawline, actually where your jaw, and you feel like where your gum line is, right on here, so that's just there, right at like right below your teeth. Yeah, we're doing crazy. All right, self-care. Same thing on the upper jaw, right up underneath the cheekbones, and where the teeth and the gum meet. Go ahead, give it a little pressure. Feels good to push into this. That works too. Just go ahead, set those hands down. And take a check in. Maybe you released a little tension. Maybe you feel a little tension that's still kind of lingering there. Next deep breath in, big cleansing breath. Open mouth exhale. So we're going to continue to work on the neck. So left ear towards the left shoulder. It feels good. Drop that opposite hand down, bring it out to the side, whatever feels good to you. Head back up towards the center. Again, we're going to bring it back over the same side of the left side, nice and gentle. And this time, drop the chin towards the collarbone. So slow, checking in, making sure it feels okay. When you get there, then you can drop that other shoulder down a little bit to increase that stretch. That feels good. Lift the head back up towards the center. Go to the other side. Mine's different on this side. It's definitely different on this side for me. So go ahead to the right side. really gentle. Go ahead and take our left hand and bring it over towards the right knee, and then swing that right hand behind. And just do a nice gentle twist. Slowly come back towards the center. We'll start to move to the other side. Same thing, bring the hand across to the opposite knee. Bring it behind you. Lift up through the spine if that feels good. And find that twist. Yeah, you can press against that knee. You can make, give yourself that little extra twist if that feels okay. Remember to follow the breath throughout your twist, throughout your practice, to make sure everything feels good and comfortable in the body. Slowly come back towards our center. Bring those legs out in front of us, right? Yeah. Ooh. Go ahead, give them a little shake, give them a little rub down, a little love. Don't forget the insides, the thighs, the knees, shins. Oh, yeah. Great. Let's give ourselves a little forward fold to start with. So let's bring those feet towards us. Stay nice and tall, lead with the chin, just a flat back fold. Check in and notice where you're at here with this. Notice where you're at with this. Yeah. A little stiff for me. Stiff. I don't know where everybody looks like. Yep. All right. Back up. You can kind of get a little bit counter pose if you want. Just go back. We're going to flex and point a few times. Go ahead. You notice the snap, crackles, and pops. Definitely for me. Sounds like there's some music. Some additional percussion in the room, right? That's okay. That's okay. Relax, point. Yeah. All right. Find that neutral position. You're going to have to find another forward fold. So if you'd like to bring your hands overhead, you're welcome to kind of lengthen through that spine. And then find that forward fold, long spine. And then let the back round coming down. Release into those legs. Yeah, if you can reach down to the toes if your arms are long enough, you can pull the toes back. If you still want to reach down to your toes and your arms aren't long enough, just shorten the legs. Just bend the legs a little bit. We'll still get to the toes later too. Alright, slowly come back, turn in this direction, same as you guys. So we're gonna go swimming. Yep, we're going swimming. We really are. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna I'm gonna take my left hand, we're gonna bring it out. I wanted you to see where it's at. It's not very high up, and bring it forward. The reason I have it a little bit lower is because we're gonna explore where our range of motion is here. Because yeah, some people are like, oh, I can bring it directly over, and it feels okay. Sometimes we bring it directly over even if it doesn't feel okay, right? So pay attention here. Keep kind of raising it up a little bit. We're really warming it up here to see, oh yeah, today it's feeling pretty good. I can lift this one all the way up and over. Back and forward. Let's go one more time. Start to go on the other side, starting nice and low, just like we did, because this side might be different. So check in and kind of notice if it's starting to feel, maybe this one's tighter or looser. You can hear it popping a little bit. Maybe it's feeling fine. Just slowly start to rise it up a little bit higher to wherever it feels still good. Of course, if it doesn't feel good, just keep it nice and low. But if it's feeling smooth and comfortable, go ahead and raise that arm up towards the ceiling and back over. Notice you're also doing a little bit of All right, come on up, inhale. We're going to do another little shoulder stretch. With this one, make sure that you're not lifting up through the chest, through the side here too. So we're going to do a little lift with our shoulders back. We want to lift the shoulders back. This won't stretch your shoulders anymore. We will go into a little back bend if it feels okay to you. But the first couple times, try to keep that lower ribs down. So go ahead and lift up, reach it back. Reach up. Now, this feels good and comfortable, and you want a little back bend in your life today. Lift up, you can reach back, and then go ahead and dive forward. Lift up those hands, go ahead. Sweep up and back, inhale. Exhale, bring it down, sweep back. Inhale up. Woo, who knew? We are warming up pretty good just doing this, right? Sweep it back. Inhale, sweep it up. Sweep it back. This last time, if you would just like to hold a forward fold for a couple moments, go ahead and do so. Find whatever place feels good to you, whether it is a forward fold, just seated, keep it moving, whatever is needed here. Slowly and mindfully, we'll start to come up and we'll move towards our tabletop position. All right. On your tabletop. Ooh, right? Okay. In our tabletop, we are going to go ahead and stretch through the toes. So go ahead and find that gut toe position so you can tuck it. You can reach back and spread the toes out along the mat if that feels okay in your toes. Yeah, this is something that I had to work on to get toe flexibility. So if at first you're like, oh, this doesn't feel good, this is why I call it the toe stretch for a really long time. Like I'm sitting back here going, this feels awesome now, but I know if you don't do this regularly, you're like, this feels awkward. So obviously if there's pain, don't do it. If it starts to feel really icky, just go ahead and bring those, the top of the feet down. But see if you can keep it here for just a little bit. All right, guess what? We're gonna do a little wrist stretch. All right, so take one hand and just lift up onto where your fingers are still connected to the ground. And bring it back down. Lift up the palm, the big part, leaving the fingers on the floor. Let's do that one more time. I told you this was going to be super slow, stretchy class, right? Yeah. Like I'm hitting everything, just so you know. Other hand, lift it up and down. If you leave here, you're like, you didn't catch this. Oh, damn it. Bring it down. Up. And bring it down. All right, now we're going to the top of the hand. We're going to bring the top of the hand. Stretch that top of the hand. Kind of straighten it in place. You know, just rotate your elbow a little bit. Find what feels good to you. A little stretch. And release it. Other side. It's good, right? It's things that we don't realize we're using all the time, right? So go ahead and plant those hands down. If you're still in the lovely cookie toe stretch, go ahead and reach those toes and bring them down. Yeah, you can do a little kick on the floor. That feels good. All right. So we're in this position that looks like we're going to do cat cow, right? We're not. We're going to do a barrel roll. We're going to come up into like a cat position and then come under like we're doing not like a jump rope. We are the jump rope. Bring it under. Nice big dome. Scoop under. Yeah, a little different movement. Excellent. Let's go one more time and then we'll switch directions. So same thing, dome it up at the top. Really reach up. Beautiful. If you want to find some organic movement here, go ahead. Bring your elbow down. Now, if you want to do that cat cow, you're welcome to. Whatever feels good. lower body tonight, right? All right, you guys ready to get off the mat? Since half hasn't been on the mat, and turn around. Go ahead and tuck those toes under and find the very first downward dog. Go ahead and lift up onto the toes, then settle those heels down. Excellent. Press a little bit in with the hands and press a little bit. Try to lengthen through the spine. Notice if the head is dipping down a little bit. Lift it up so it's in alignment with the rest of your spine. Go ahead, slowly lift up onto the toes. Slowly release back down. Lengthen the spine a little bit. Lift up onto the heels. Rock to the toes, I'm sorry, lift to the toes. Bring those heels back down. Lengthen through the spine. Lift the hips up a little bit. Pull the belly in. Lift the lower ribs into the rib cage. Spread across the back. Yeah, lift the heels. There's a nice line of the spine. Lift up onto the toes. And bring it down. Go ahead. Look forward towards the hands. Lift up to the toes. And bring it back down. One more time. Lift up, look forward. And bring it down. Next time we're going to step forward. So lift up, look up, step forward. Ooh, yeah. Find a little forward fold here. Spread the feet out a little bit wider than hip width apart. Feel free to shake that head yes or no. Feel free to soften through the knees. Feel free to grab onto those elbows and rock side to side. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through the back. Feel it getting longer. All right, slowly and mindfully, because we've been upside down for a minute here. We're going to start to place those palms onto the hand, onto the thighs, and roll up. Ooh. Yeah. Excellent. All right, standing. Your lovely neutral position into mountain pose. Palms forward. Roll those shoulders back. Close the eyes. Let the weight come back into the heels, and that's where your toes feel like they're floating off the mat. Trust your balance. Nice breath in. Big breath out. Go ahead and lift those hands up overhead. If it's okay with your neck, look up. Place the bottom of those palms together and seal those hands together. Press the thumb, the pointer, the middle, the ring, and the pinky finger together. Feel that warmth. Feel that warmth. Feel that energy kind of radiating down from the fingertips into the arms. It's a little bit of work. It's a little bit of work. Breathe. Start to slowly bring those hands down towards heart center. Start to rotate the knees in towards one another, giving our hips a little openness. So I'm trying to roll my knees, my inner thighs in towards one another. Now that our palms are right here in front of us, keep that back flat and come down into a forward fold. So maybe halfway, and then release down to a forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Lift up to that nice flat back. Beautiful. Come on down to that forward fold. Shift your weight to the left foot. Right foot comes up and steps way back. Okay. Drop that knee down, top of the foot down. And find a little stretch through that hip flexor. If you want to bring those hands at heart center. We've done a few back bends, so feel free to come into a nice little crescent lunge here. Bring it back down. Nice and slow. Hands to the floor. Hips come back to our half Manavasana. Ardha Manavasana, half split. Press the heel down into the floor. Gently feel that back of the leg. Make sure it feels okay. Yeah, you can give it a little rub if you want to go. Hey, you're okay. Go ahead and release. Excellent. Bring that back forward to that nice lunge. Plant your hands down. Tuck the toes on that back foot. Slide that front foot back into a downward dog. Beautiful. Go ahead ahead and bring the knees down to the floor. Chin and chest come down to the floor. That angle pose, hold it up off the ground for just a moment if you can. And release down. Go ahead, little baby cobra. We're doing 3. So we're going to get our little back stretch in. Bring it back down. Inhale, bring it up a little bit higher if that feels good. And back down. Go ahead, lifting as high as you wish. You might need to slide the hands back a little bit to get it nice and high. And bring it back down. Nice. We're going to push back. We're going to tuck our toes and push back kind of into child's pose, but we're not going to have our knees wide. We're just going to push back, looking forward to the front of the mat. Slide through. So slide through. Find a little cobra. Bring it back down, nice and slow. Tuck those toes. Bring it back, that little kind of active child's pose, looking forward. Slide it through, nice and low. Up, that feels good. You can lift your feet up if that feels good. Bring it back down. Tuck the toes. Last time. Press it back. Slide it through. Stop if that feels good. Just stay down there. If that feels good. Bring it down. Find tabletop. Find downward dog. Whew. Promise that with one salutation tonight. Go ahead and bring that right foot forward between the hands. And then just slowly look up. Yeah, then bring that left foot forward. Nice. Drop the hips down a little bit. Weights in the heels. Lift up and double Uttanasana, mighty pose, little chair. Up. Back there if you like. Nice, hands down, roll the shoulders back, weights in the heels, close the eyes, big breath in, big breath out. Lift up, palms together, starting with the lower palms, pressing all that palm together, thumb, pointer, index, middle, ring, pinky, Elise in, rib cage sits low, nice. Breathe, find that power. Slowly start to draw those hands down. When they get to that heart center, we're going to kind of find that forward fold. So start to rotate those knees in, opening the hips up. Find that flat back. Get to that kind where we're like, okay, my back's turning to round. Let it release down to the ground. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring it up. Shift the weight over to the right foot, left foot cranes up, slides way back, and floats to the ground. Knee down, tap of the foot down. Feel free to find a little press in here. The back feels good. Nice and slow. Beautiful. We'll bring it back. You're back at center. Sweep it back. So you think toes come off. Ardha. Anjaneyasana. Feel free to rub the back of that leg. Fingertips, a little love. Beautiful. Bring it on forward. Get those hands, tuck the toes. Find that downward dog. Find that dog. Beautiful. We're going to come down to lying down on the mat any way that you wish. If you want to come into a nice high plank, you're welcome to, and just come on down to the floor. Excellent. Bring your hands in front of your face if that feels good. Lift your left leg up towards the glute. We're going to reach behind. See if I forgot to stand. You're like, we can get and bring it up. And release. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. We're going to slowly come back up. You can come up to tabletop and back up to our downward dog. Pedal it out if it still feels good to do that. Press with the hands, press with the feet. Bottom ribs, hold in. Kind of lift those up towards the ceiling. Broaden through the back. The head lifts to be in line with the spine. Rotate as you step in, if I didn't say that already. And find this beautiful downward dog. Think of how nice. We're working a little bit. We're in such great alignment that it's that work and that ease. Let's do that. All right. Left leg comes forward. Look up a little bit. Ooh, right? Step forward. Step forward, fold. Inhale, come all the way up any way you want. Roll up, squeeze up, whatever works for you. Roll those shoulders back. Palms forward, close the eyes, shift your weight to the heels. Bring your thoughts back to your intention that you set for tonight. See where we're at with it, right? So go ahead and open the eyes a little bit. So we're going to step to the back of our mat. Step back. Take it out a little, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and lift the hands up overhead. We're just going to frame our face into this nice little square here. Guess what? Tricep. Go over to one side. I think I thought of everything. Come back. And to the other side. We did a lot of shoulder work. So, we did this work. We did the whole thing. I feel pretty good. You do too. Bring it back. As I centered. Drop those hands down. So, all right. From the back of our mat, we're going to go ahead and close the eyes just for a moment. Take breath in. And release. Go ahead and open the eyes if you like. So I'm going to find a little bit of balance. So I'm shifting away my weight over to the left foot already. Lift that knee up, the opposite knee. All right, so the right knee, bring it forward. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a giant step forward. Step ahead. Boom. Right? Was that fun? Very good job. Lift up those hands. Palms together. Draw them down at heart center. It's nice. Beautiful high lunge. A little bit of a stretch. Press to that heel. Nice strong leg, the back of the leg. We're going to rotate to this side, to this open side. So go ahead and rotate. Drop that heel so we're in like a warrior two position. All right? Go ahead and extend those hands out to the side. Maybe look in the mirror and check in with the alignment, because mine tends to do this. So my shoulders are super flexible, so I tend to do that. Bring those hands at the hips. The hands at the hips. Shift them from one side to the other. If you need to straighten a leg, go ahead and do so. We're just having a little hip movement here. Whatever it works for you. You're like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing tonight. We just find a little hip movement. Find a little hip movement. Kind of find your position where it feels good. And we're going to bring it out. And we're going to come forward and back. And it doesn't need to be really reaching far. You can just kind of find a little spinal movement. Maybe notice the bottom of the rib cage. It might not look like a lot, but maybe to you it is. Finding a little movement here. Yeah, forward and back. Beautiful. All right. So go ahead, reach forward, and then back, reach back. Reach forward, and then back, reach back. Reach forward, reach back. Now this time we're going to reach forward, bring an elbow to that front knee. This backhand, we're going to do some shoulder circles. Bring it forward. Beautiful. And bring it back. Beautiful. Bring it back towards our warrior two. Front hand goes down, back hand comes down. We're in this nice little low lunge position. If you want, you can bring both hands to the inside. Find a little bit deeper stretch, a little lizard stretch here. Excellent. Bring one hand on each side of that foot, and we're coming back into downward dog. Excellent. Walk your hands back to your feet. Soft knee then. Roll up. We need to do the other side, right? So roll on up. Roll the shoulders back. Ooh. All right. Shift the weight to the right side. Left knee comes up. Ooh, wobbly. I'm wobbly on this side. All right. Not superhuman. All right, so big step forward. You ready? Hands up. Hands stability here. Palms together. Draw them down to heart center. When they find that center, start to rotate. Open to that warrior two position. Hands on the hips. Find a little hip movement. Bring it forward, back. Keep straight. Right, if that feels good. Just find a little movement. You can draw circles and really feel sexy. Right? Feeling it? Whatever feels good, right? All right, find that warrior two position. And then we can also reach it forward and back, or just kind of keep, I like kind of feeling my lower ribs to see how they're shifting. And like me, I have a little scoliosis, so parts of my back are nice and flexible, parts are not. So I like kind of checking in where things are moving. Beautiful. All right, we're going to start that big reach now. So we'll reach forward, straight out leg, reach back, bring it forward, and back. One more time here. Excellent. Bring our left hand forward, right hand forward into that nice little lunge. Hands to the inside, maybe finding that high kind of lizard. Excellent. Little stretch here. Breathe. Hands on either side of that foot. Step back into downward dog. Walk those hands back. And soften through your knees, rolling up. It's okay if we go past since we started later a little bit too. A little longer class and weekly, kindly, but otherwise we're going a little bit longer. That's okay. All right, left knee up. All right, if you want a challenge, bring that foot up. Release that leg if it starts to cramp up in the thigh. I know, because I'm crazy. I do this all the time. All right, giant step forward. Boom. Hands up. I'm doing our left side first, I guess. Hands in heart center. Rotate over. Warrior two. Slowly a little bit quicker. Reach forward. Reach back. You're acting the shoulders on this side, so let's do that. Elbow to the knee. Forward rotation with that shoulder. Back. Back for warrior two. Right hand down, back hand down. Come up into that little lunge. Inside of that knee, feel free to bring that knee down and the top of the foot down, coming into our low lizard if that is in your practice or feels good to you. Another variation is to open that foot so that inside of the foot opens up towards the ceiling. Big toes up towards the ceiling. It opens that knee away from you. Feel free to push a little bit. Make sure you know your body. Bring it back. Hands come up. Either side of the foot, tuck the toe. Slide to downward dog. Beautiful. All right, walk those hands back. Come on up. Pull the shoulders back. All right, so here we go. Knee comes up. This is the most challenging part of the practice tonight, right? But comes out, that hot dust stuff, right? I'm already feeling it a little bit in this leg. So, ready? Big jump. Boom. Lift those hands up. Hands together. Bring them down. Open. Warrior two. Hands come out. We reach forward. We reach back. Forward. And back. Forward. Bring it back. Finding warrior two. Excellent. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Bring it to the inside of that foot. Drop the knee down if that feels good. Top of the foot comes down. You can come to low lizard. You can open up that knee by just rotating that foot towards that pinky side, letting that knee open up. And same thing on this side. If you'd like to take it in your hand and press that knee away, if you have a little bit there to stretch, go ahead and do so. Excellent. Bring it back. Hands come up. Go to either side of that foot. Tuck that toe. Find your downward dog. Beautiful. Let's bring the knees down, find child's pose. Find a little breath here. Actually, we won't go over too much because we just started like 5 minutes late, so we won't just do that. Find a little breath. All right. So the next session, you guys can stay down. The next little section, we're going to go into wild thing. That is the one where it's from downward dog and we flip dog, flip open. So hopefully you know that. If not, if you're like, I don't get it, you can go ahead and just take a moment to watch us do it and then you can follow. But I think most of you know flip dog and go wild thing. So that is where we're going to go. Yay! All right. So when you're ready, or if you know that you don't want that in your practice, go ahead and feel free to modify, change, do some other pose. Walk on up, come on up, out of that child's pose, coming to our tabletop on fours. Ready? Ready? Tuck the toes under. Find that lovely down dog. Go ahead and lift that left leg up. Bend the knee, and I want you to rotate that hip a little bit in one direction and the other. All right, it's lovely downward dog. So we'll go ahead and lift that leg up, bend that knee, and start to look underneath your armpit, and you can maybe see your toes a little bit. You can maybe see your toes. Lift up on that left hand, give yourself some room, and then when you're ready, let that toe land, reach back. Lift up through the hips, lift up through the chest. Press with that hand. We're gonna really stay here for just a moment. I wanna make you work a little bit, but we're gonna get an awesome reward. Ready? Keep holding if you can for 3 more breaths. I know, shaky, shaky. Keep on doing it. This is our work. All right, look down towards the mat. Bring that left hand down towards the mat. Bring that foot back around and bring it right through to pigeon. So we bring that knee forward. Stay up with me for a second if you can. If this is too much, go ahead and do that forward fold over that front knee. Otherwise, see if you can roll down. Then we're going to lift back up. Lift back up. The ear is still working a little, right? Roll it down. Roll it up. Roll it. Roll it up. Right. Let those hands down. Tuck the toe. Back to downward dog. Right? Oh, notice how one side feels maybe a little energized, a little more energized than the other. Right? It's excited. It's like, yay! Now you have to do the work. Right. Right leg comes up high into the sky. Bend the knee. And then rotate that whole leg. So find a little circles in the hip socket. One direction. And the other. All right, back to the center. We're going to lift that leg up, bend that knee. And we're going to start to tip over towards the left. We can look at our toes. We can maybe go up onto the tiptoes of the left tiptoe, the fingertips of the right hand, and then gently let that toe land. Yeah, reach back, lift through the hips, lift through the chest, and hold here. Find your breath. really open, really long, really lifting up that center of our body towards the ceiling. 3 more breaths here. You got this. All right, look towards that mat. Bring that right hand towards your mat. Lift up that foot and bring it right on through to that pigeon. Oh, yes, right? Here's your reward. Bring it down. Roll it down. Press it up. Nice. Bring it down. Lift it up. Again, bring it down. And lift up. One more time. This time with feeling. Anyone knows that was a Bon Jovi reference? Plant the hands, tuck the toes under, and come back to our downward dog. Beautiful. Go ahead, bring the knees down. We're going to come to seated. Now, we're going to come to our final pose. So, options are maybe just a bridge. Maybe just a bridge. If you're like, that was good enough for me, and I'm just feeling like I want to do a bridge. You can do bridge, shoulder stand, plow. I'm personally going to do full wheel. Anyone has full wheel in their practice? I do so. So, I'm going for it. Okay? So, if you're going into full wheel, find your little line on your back. Maybe bring the hands behind you, fingertips towards you. Go ahead and lift up. I like being up on my tiptoes. Find whatever position, pose feels good to you. See if you can hold it for maybe 1 or 2 more breaths than you normally do. And then whenever you're ready, down, 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 down. Oh. Now bring the knees in towards the chest. Just pull it in. Just hold in a little stillness here. Close the eyes. Preparing for your Shavasana. So if there's any other little poses that you need to do to take care of yourself, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, stretch, close those eyes, squeeze everything tight, tight, tight. Then take a full body stretch, fingers to one end, toes to the other. Big breath in, big breath out. Release those hands down at your side. Let everything relax, let everything go. I use little essential oils for nice. If you do not want this, just please straight your hand up. Otherwise, I'm just come by, I won't be touching you. Just be a little wafty blanket. Invite you to breathe a little more deeply. Invite you to bring some movement to the body, to the fingers, toes. Gently nod the head from side to each and every one of you for joining me in this practice, taking the time to be here, take care of yourself, be grateful for your body and everything else. The light teacher